Gillette Stadium. Ashland is the Super Bowl champion of Division 6 and the winner of the Aganis Trophy.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ashland girls basketball here on WACA-TV. If it's Tuesday night, Rob, it must be basketball here in Ashland. Good evening, everyone. I'm Josh Abrams, and joined once again by Rob Silver.
We got a few of the volleyball players from Holliston on their on the volleyball roster, on the basketball roster. So
sure. Easy mistake to make,
yeah,
sure.
Chipman and who else was on there? There's Pacheco, I think. Pacheco. So, always a entertaining matchup, as I was saying, when the two rivals, Holliston and Ashland, face off. Holliston looking for some redemption as they lost on their home court in the opener, 41-38, I believe. Ashland was without Carly Morella. So we'll see what happens. 2-9 Holliston, Ashland at 500, looking to climb above 500 for the second time this season.
Right, and meanwhile, the Panthers just 2-9, having dropped their last 4 games. And I found out from the coach before the game, they started the season or something with a 21-day delay. This is going to be their first of 9 games in 16 days, Rob.
Oh, wow. Sounds like the Miami Heat that came in to play the Celtics. They're on like a 16-day road trip or something like that. But opening, got the line of Vegas. Ashland is favored by 5.5. Total 79.5. As Morella goes in, lefty layup goes wide.
I think she's still feeling the effects of that last game against Dedham, where she was getting blocked consistently by O'Connor.
Yeah, every time she just was getting shut off. Oh, a nice start by Summer O'Neill.
Panther co-captain gets Panthers on the board first here, 2-0. Panthers throwing a full court press here on the Clockers, and they're little trouble getting it over, but they finally make it. Lima now to Morella for a quick 3 off the mark. Leone can't quite haul it in, and it goes out of bounds, be Panther ball.
Had a nice open 3, just couldn't connect.
Okay, she was, Morella had a little trouble getting on the scoring last Friday against Dedham. It was a win for the Clockers, of course.
Yeah.
So I think Morella's trying to get back on track.
Yeah, definitely frustrating where she's been putting up 15, 20 points a game, even more sometimes. So definitely wants to be more of a part of the team on the offensive side. But
Panthers had set up a nice screen there for Megan Simpson. She just couldn't connect. And now Leone goes hard to the glass. She gets fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I just love the physical play that Leone uses. She's just, as the season's progressed, we've seen it in the lane, the elbows flying, just
has to be smart. Those elbows sometimes get a little out of control.
Yeah, but it makes the other player, even if you get called once in a while, makes the other players think twice about challenging her. She gets off to a good start from the free throw line, hitting both. Struggled a little bit the other night, didn't hurt the Clockers.
Wound up being the second leading scorer behind Colby Lima.
Yes.
Oh, a travel violation prevents the turnover. Either way, it's Clocker ball.
We'll see Holliston extending the pressure again.
So Klepper and Lima working together to beat the press. Now the Clockers can set their half-court offense. Morella had the move, but she got tied up and it forced the travel. So ball goes back to the Panthers. We're still tied at 2. Just about a minute and a half gone by here in the first quarter.
It's Carolyn Sally, one of the captains, bringing it up. Bridget Glenn, sister of Abby Glenn. They dump it into O'Neill. Finishes it nice.
Good give and go.
Yeah,
O'Neill on the...
Megan Simpson, the freshman, with a good pass inside. Morella wide open, good shot.
Still hasn't quite found the range yet, but she'll get there.
Now, hey, Tatum went 0 for 20 at one point before getting back on track. Klepper
Oh, just got that to Lima.
Yeah.
And now we've got a fast break transition here.
Got some numbers. Gets her own rebound.
Pushes it back outside. Smart play there. Klepper had a double team for a moment. Lima can't get that one to fall, and now the Panthers come down with the rebound. Up ahead quickly here to Caroline Sally.
That one thrown away, intended for O'Neill. Good pass up ahead to Leone from Morella.
That's exactly what that situation called for. Terrific bounce pass to Leone for 2. Right now, Summer O'Neill is having her way with Leone down low. 6 points for the Panthers, all from co-captain Summer O'Neill, one of 8 seniors on this 12-person roster.
Yeah, she looks a little like, was it O'Connor the
Yeah. Except O'Connor was dialing long distance, too.
Everything right. There it is. There it is.
That's what we were waiting for. Morella on the board with her first 3 or first bucket, first field goal of the night.
Gives Ashland a 1-point lead, 7-6. That wasn't wide open either, considering how her first 2 shots went. Maybe she's dialed in now. Leone tips it away from behind. O'Neill able to recover. Sally, no good. Rebound to Klepper. Lima brings it up.
She had Morella flying down the far wing. Couldn't connect with her. Gonna slow this down, get into a nice half-court set. Leone outside now, over to Lima, working the perimeter. Back the other way to Morella. Morella drawing a lot more attention now from the defense. Leone drives through, can't get the roll. Out of bounds, is gonna go Panther way. Clockers up 7-6, 3:41 to go in the first quarter. You're watching Ashland Girls Basketball on WACA-TV.
Simpson driving, up and in.
Megan Simpson, the lone freshman on this Panther roster. Lima had the 3, thought about it, and traveled.
That's the problem. When you don't have the green light and you're thinking about what's going to happen if I shoot this and I miss, am I going to get, reprimanded? It's just
benched.
Yeah, she's just gotta play. And Coach Padovano has to tell her, hey, do what you think is right. She makes enough good decisions. She shouldn't have to think about that. Glenn into O'Neill. Body by, looks like Leone.
Tell you what, the freshman, Megan Simpson, not afraid to shoot the rock. Couldn't get anything to connect there, but a great opportunity here for the Panthers to build on their lead. Foul called on Melissa Leone, her first, team's first, game's first foul.
I think this is a little out of O'Neill's range. I'm giving her 1 out of 2. Not going to say which one.
It looks like the scoreboard has Holliston with a foul. Oh, it was who fouled Leone when she went to the line to shoot too, do you know?
Number 13. I saw her up there. And she makes 1 out of 2. God, if there was a career in predicting free throws, I'd be all set. Leone over to Lima.
So make one. That sounds like a nice
right.
niche opportunity.
She's got to take that. Got to take it. Shot clock winding down. We're under 10. Morella's got to force it in and gets it. Okay.
It's an ugly shot. It was lucky to find rim.
Yeah.
I think she also traveled, so fortunately no call there.
O'Neill tripped over somebody. And that's Glenn getting her own rebound. Pacheco, no good. And
Leone with a rare clocker rebound.
That's her first rebound of the night. Just out of bounds.
Yeah. 3 players end up on the floor on that play, no foul. Holliston by 2.
Looked like picked up the spare.
That's exactly. I was kind of thinking it looked a
When
little
I
bit like
looked, I
bowling.
saw 3 people.
Yep.
Yeah. Triangle. All right, Pacheco dribbling around. Sally
Morella fights through a screen.
trying to feed it into O'Neill, who sets a screen. Leone rejects that pass. Glenn, little shot off the side of the board. Lima takes it up to Carter. Morella looking for 2 threes in a row.
Rimmed
No
out. Carter couldn't come down with the rebound, and now Panthers in transition.
Pacheco, little shuffle with the feet, no call. Klepper up to Morella, 1-on-1. She can do this one. Wow. Just coming off the backboard, a little hard.
I know she's lefty. If she can go right there, she had the defender turned around.
Yeah. So in the lane to Pacheco. Tied up nicely. Was that Carter? Klepper.
Klepper with a nice defensive play. Arrows favoring the Panthers in our first sub of the night, Rob.
Yes, that's the Townhouse sub of the game. Our new sponsor, we want to welcome Townhouse Pizza and roast beef.
Good positioning by Klepper. Comes down with the bound. Morella's found her spot. 6 points on 2 threes. Gives the Clockers a 1-point lead with less than a minute to go in the first quarter.
Pacheco over to Quinzani. And then Sally from the middle of the paint. No good.
She dribble on the baseline, or we have a foul called here.
Well, seems to be a lack of energy right now. Well, maybe it's just the crowd.
Could be. I'll tell you, Summer O'Neill's on the bench right now, Rob, so the Clockers really need to take advantage of this.
Yeah, looks maybe a little winded. Don't know if she did fall, tripped over somebody. I don't know if that was nagging her a little bit, but Pacheco looking to inbound. Finds Glenn cutting through the lane, couldn't finish.
Wow.
Big break for the Clockers. As Lima drives through the paint, gets a little bit.
Looking for the call, didn't get it. 7 seconds.
Yeah, they gotta defend here. Clock running down, they can't give up a shot here. Not a bad foul. Not a bad foul, as his 3.1 seconds prevents the shot. That's going to be on the floor, so.
Unfortunately, that's Katie Klepper's second. She's picked up 2 quick fouls here late in the first quarter. Julia Schreiber's getting ready to check in.
Simpson gets off a shot and nails it at the buzzer. Could not have been a worse finish for the Clockers. Klepper with her second foul. Simpson putting it in with under a second to go.
Yeah, defensive breakdown.
Yeah, gives Panthers an 11-10 lead after 1. So with that timeout in the action, gives us a chance to thank our crew tonight. We got full house.
Yeah.
We have Nick Cunningham. Is Tom Hamilton? Did I see Tom?
Tom is here. He's wearing the Niners sweatshirt
where's
tonight.
the handheld camera?
He was baseline with the camera earlier.
Oh, he's in the huddle. He's in the huddle cam. We got Justin O'Brien. We got Joey Bowden back. Yep. First Tuesday night action for Joey. And, of course, the maestro, Connor Donovan, running the show, bringing you all the great camera angles and action.
And, again, we want to thank tonight's new sponsor, Townhouse Pizza and Roast Beef. Check out all they have to offer, including pizza, subs, and more by visiting townhousepizzaroastbeef.com. You can even place your order online. Want to thank them for providing dinner tonight for the broadcast crew.
And I got my grape crush, so I'm happy. They got some nice calzones, I heard, too.
Yeah, no, those look pretty good.
Calzones.
I'm just glad to hear that there's not a grape soda shortage across the town of Ashland.
Right. And this is a rare. This is the first time all season we've had the girls back-to-back, right? We had them Friday night.
Yeah.
So
we'll be
2
back
home games in a row.
Yeah, we'll be back here this Friday night for the boys.
Julia Schreiber in the game. giving Klepper a rest with the 2 fouls. A little back and forth. They're really packing in the lane of prohibiting Leone, who does get it now. Backs it out to Carter off the glass.
Leone with the rebound for a moment.
Couldn't see anything. Pacheco pushing it up. Oh, and there's a... I thought it was going to be a travel, but somebody breathed a little heavy on her.
So that one's going to go against Colby Lima. I think I saw Schreiber give the ball carrier a little bit of a shove to lead to that potential travel. No call there, but a foul on the shot. So Mia Quinzani hits the first of 2. As Carolyn Brady checks in for Pacheco.
Carol Brady.
I'm sure that's why she probably goes by Carolyn instead of Carol.
All right. So Lima to Morella to Leone.
Leone seems to be spending more time outside the paint tonight than usual.
Yeah, I mean, they're just collapsing all around her, so Ashland's got to take advantage of that and take the open shot. Leone is open. Oh, Lima's now open.
She's going to the line to shoot, too. I don't know, with this Panther lineup, current Panther lineup, I feel like they've got to take advantage of Leone's height. Get her, feed her inside. Foul was called on Mia Quinzani, her first.
Yeah, they're doing a good job denying Leone. Nice high arcing shot.
So Lima, Friday night's leading scorer for the Clockers, on the board now with her first point of the night. Clockers down by 1, 7 minutes to go in the first half. That one didn't touch the rim, so a violation there. Panther ball under their own basket.
I want to welcome all the viewers at home. I think, did we see Stephen Marks watching from the comforts of his home today?
That's right. That's right.
Our athletic director. Oh, a big collision. And it's going to go on Carolyn Brady.
Tell you what, she lose there. She took the brunt of that foul, getting knocked to the floor and gets called for it. I mean, there aren't many people who are going to win a collision with Leone with momentum, so. 6.5 to go in the first half. Clockers down by 1 with the ball.
Yeah, I mean, they're flashing Leone through the paint, but there's just no room. Morella step back.
Nobody under the basket, so an uncontested rebound for Carolyn Brady. Terrific defense by Leone. 2 or 3 different plays there, and now draws another foul. This one will go against Quinzani, her second. So after a pretty clean first quarter, the fouls are coming fast and furious here in the second. Lima bringing the ball up. That full court pressure has disappeared from the Panthers. Morella for 3 again. And again, nobody there to cash in on a quick rebound for the Clockers.
Simpson shut off, spins the other way, and finishes nicely. Freshman's got some skills. 6 points.
Yeah, she had Carter twisting this way and that. Never could quite catch up with it.
I mean, the value of being able to dribble with both hands at this level is you can't state it enough. Like you said before, you know, with Morella.
Nice dish to Carter. Front rims it, no good. Rebound Panthers. Carolyn Brady all over the place right now. There's Simpson for 3. Short arms it.
Yeah, she was a little short on her other 3 the first time. Schreiber bringing it up. Looks for Morella. Good feed. Morella able to finish that one, her first field goal.
Some fast break points there for the Clockers. Still down by 1, just under 5 minutes to go here in the first half.
Wow. Schreiber.
Felt like Sally really forced that one.
Yeah, Schreiber took a little hit from the pick from Kanzani.
Yeah, they're going to call Brady with her second foul.
Yeah, Kanzani and Brady will get a rest, and O'Neill back in the game. Pacheco and Catherine Williams. Carter wide open. Steps just inside the 3.
Nice reach-in for Leone to keep this possession alive for the Clockers.
Carter again. Shot not looking great tonight for Carter. Yeah, Pacheco strong to the hoop, and Leone another foul. Got to be careful. Seen that before.
Absolutely.
Prone to picking up fouls with her aggressive play.
Well, she got kind of caught on that one. The Panthers took advantage, found a defensive mismatch. Had some opening, and Leone had no recourse but to foul. So here are Jillian Pacheco at the line now for the Panthers.
It's too quiet in here.
Okay, Kara Chipman checking in here for the Panthers. Her first minutes of the night as Katie Williams sits down.
I never understood the quiet with the basketball. It's not a golf match. You can talk.
Sure.
All right, so Leone with another rebound, pushing it up. Picked up by Simpson on the defense. Schreiber around the edge. Tries to find Morella. Lima wide open. It's fine.
Felt like she forced that one a little bit.
She was open, I think.
Oh yeah, no, I mean she had the look. They've been giving her space.
And that one's off O'Neill. Sally tried to feed it in, and
good defensive pressure by Leone, and she's going to catch a break here.
Yeah, 3:22 to go in the half. Definitely wants to prevent her from going to the half with 3 fouls. 2 right now. Back to Morella.
She had a hand in her face. Schreiber ends up with a loose ball here. Fresh shot clock. Lombard working around the perimeter. They had 4 players around the perimeter. Nobody's flashing the lane with Leone sitting down.
Klepper.
Got to recognize
Morella
the situation.
with a shot clock running down. Good job by Cotter to crash the boards and put it up and in. That's her range.
Yeah, clean that one up nicely. Clockers by 1, 2:40 to go in the first half. Good play.
Yeah, knocks it away, gets a steal. Lima to Klepper to Carter, back to Lima. They move it around the perimeter. Ooh, they had Morella open. Klepper takes it and nails it. Klepper coming off a good shooting night on Friday, where she was in double digits, picks up right where she left off.
I tell you, we got 2 early candidates for 6th player award tonight for the Clockers. Timeout Panthers. Clockers with their biggest lead of the night by 4, 18-14, 2:07 to go in the first half.
Yeah, nice little run by the Clockers.
So while we have the timeout, want to remind folks, the Clocker Club, Clocker store is open online 24/7. You can pick up the latest in Clocker gear and fashion, including hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Check out clockerclub.org for more information, and certainly can go there as well to sign up and join the Clocker Club. Memberships start at just $25. 5 of those dollars of the membership fee goes to the Clocker team of your choice. You can register for a silver, gold, or platinum membership. Those prices range from $50 to $100, and you'll receive a Clocker Stadium blanket. Rob Silver, one of our newest Clocker Club members. Happy to have you aboard, Rob.
Thanks. I'm glad to be aboard. I just trying to get back to the link, and I somehow clicked on the WACA-TV Board of Health meeting.
Are we competing with them here on a Tuesday night? Or are you
WACA-TV,
catching
they're
a
live
on demand?
They're live.
Okay.
So we get multiple live broadcasts.
Well, I see it's 6:31, so we'd like to welcome those of you joining us following the conclusion of 2.5 Men on the Paramount Network. Always an entertaining half hour over there, but glad to have you with us here. We have an entertaining game ourselves going. Clockers up 18-14, 2:07 to go in the first half.
I caught part of some movie. I was at Foxwoods on Sunday, and Paramount Network streamed some good movie. I think it was Grease, actually. It was the scene where they were trying to find a sport for
Sandy?
For Danny.
Oh, for Danny. Yeah. Summer O'Neill called for walking.
Walking without dribbling, as a matter of fact. So Klepper into Carter. Oh, Lima was streaking up the sideline. That's okay.
Got to dribble out and break this thing. There we go.
Yeah, it's kind of a semi-press.
It's a kind of a panini press.
My mic, I'm not hearing too well. That went off. Really? Thought it might have gone off.
The Clockers
other 13.
I don't think I've gotten a single call under that basket tonight.
No.
Still 18-14 Clockers, 1:30 to go in the first half. Panthers taking their time bringing the ball up. This is Caroline Sally. Carter almost able to intercept that pass. Carolyn Morella gets a hand in. They feed Summer O'Neill beautifully. She banks it home.
Now, that was Megan Simpson again with the pass. Not a simple pass either. She was well defended. Klepper dishes it off to Carter, who finishes it again. That's Carter's range.
Yeah, she's
right
2
now.
for 2 from that spot. Less than a minute to go in the first half. Clockers up 20-16.
Good job by Klepper. Drawing the defense is Summer O'Neill. Little pull-up shot from 10 feet. No good. Rebounded by Lima. Lima goes up strong. Good decision. Couldn't finish.
Klepper's got to watch that trailer.
Megan Simpson, she scored from there before, the little up and under.
Is that foul before the shot?
I don't think so. We'll
Foul's
see.
called on Schreiber, her first.
And it was before the shot.
Bridget Glynn checking in now, replacing Kara Chipman.
So shot clock is off as we're under 30 seconds, 29.7 to go. Oh, they feed it into O'Neill, who misses, but the Clockers fall asleep there. Oh, and stolen away from Simpson. Schreiber with a nice Lima with the finish. And that one all set up by Schreiber's with the steal. Schreiber's having a nice game tonight.
She's really stepping up defensively, Rob.
Oh, a little hard off the glass. Schreiber with a rebound. Lima with 3 seconds to go. Pulls it up.
Too far for Morella.
And out of bounds. No good.
Did she hit that shot?
No
Crazy
pressure,
angle.
that's why. But a good finish nonetheless as Ashland has opened up their biggest lead of the night as we head into the half, 22-16. The Lady Clockers leading the Holliston Panthers. Any thoughts on that half?
I'm trying to gather my thoughts. So that was kind of a tale of two quarters, right? The Panthers seemed to really dominate in the first quarter. By the end of the first quarter, only up by 1, and then it seemed to be all Clockers in the second half. A nice 6-point lead as we head into halftime.
Yeah.
Clockers seem to be plagued a little trouble with defensive rebounds, just giving up too many second chances to the Panthers there in the first half. See if they can shut that down in the second half.
Yeah, once they were able to shut down O'Neill a little bit, I mean, it was really two people. O'Neill and Simpson accounted for 15 of the 16 points for Holliston. So once they figured out how to put a little pressure on them and shut the offense down, things worked out a little better. But right now, Julia Schreiber with a little spark. She had that nice feed on the fast break, a couple rebounds, and
couple of steals.
Yeah, so we're going to head to halftime and get a word from our sponsor, Townhouse Pizza and Roast Beef. You're watching Ashley and Clocker Varsity Basketball on WACA-TV. We'll be back in a moment.
Game is brought to you in part by Townhouse. Pizza, roast beef, subs, and more. Make sure to get your fill with the buffalo chicken calzone that's been called one of the best in the area. Located at 300 Elliott Street in Ashland, give them a call at 508-881-3010 or find them on the web at townhousepizzaroastbeef.com.
And welcome back to second half action. Your Ashland Clockers hosting the Holliston Panthers. If you're just joining us, where have you been? We're ready for second half action. Clockers up 22-16. I'm Josh Abrams. He's Rob Silver. Rob, what are your keys for the second half for the Clockers?
They got to just keep up the energy and let the offense work itself out. Stop trying to force it to this person or that person and just, figure it out as you go along.
Okay, Leone back in. She sat the last 3 minutes or so of the first half. And here's a quick turnover for the Clockers. Lima tries to go fast break, pulls it back, slows it down. Clockers will set things up here. So as you were talking, Rob, right? Don't force it, settle in. Carter with an open look, dishes off to Klepper.
I like that they're not guarding Carter. They know it's a little out of her range. Leone strong to the hoop, gets her own rebound and puts it back in. That's rebound number 6 and point number 6 for Leone, who had a double-double in Friday's win.
Clockers with their biggest lead of the night by 8. Easy rebound for Klepper.
So what I'm noticing with O'Neal is she's, as a lot of people, a little further away from the basket, you could see some of the holes in her offensive skills.
So Leone landed on Pacheco.
Yeah. Tough way to pick up the third foul on the offensive side.
Mm-hmm.
But O'Neal was really, really strong from 5 feet in. But even her foul shots, you could see. And
I think she's a little shaken up, actually. She's on the bench now.
Yeah, she's hit the floor hard twice tonight now. So Pacheco gets it over to Glenn. See if Holliston can set something up here.
Leone with the recipient of a bad pass. Started to drive on a triple team, kicks it back to Lima for an open 3, no good. Carter tries to get the rebound and forces a jump. Arrow favors the Clockers, so they'll inbound under the Panther basket. Julia Schreiber checks in, and Leone sits down, as you mentioned, Rob, with their third foul.
Yeah, 8-point lead right now for Ashland. So, and O'Neal's out of the game. So let's see what happens as Schreiber gets it to Klepper, who hits the last one from 3. Lima with a rebound. Ooh, how's that not? And it is. One ref called, yeah, thought they would try to call a timeout, but it was a travel as Lima.
Okay,
now,
there was a timeout called. A little bit of confusion here on the court.
A lot of controversy. Is the refs, I mean, once she gets back up, it's a traveling violation.
Well,
and he called the timeout after. I mean, obviously, I'd love to see Ashland.
So, Holliston coaching staff still kind of questioning what the call is here.
So that's what the two refs were saying. They're going with he called timeout before she actually stood up.
Well, while we have a break in the action, Rob, I was going to ask you, over the weekend, did you get to pursue any hobbies?
Well, I do a lot of volunteer work, so I was helping the elderly shovel out their driveways. Is that what you were referring to?
No, just, talking about hobbies. I was going to mention to you that I took up origami for a while, but
oh my God. Oh,
I gave it up because it was too much paperwork.
Oh, God.
And there's your dad joke of the game.
I know. I thought you were trying to get me to talk about Foxwoods. I'm like, no, that's. I don't need to regale these people with my Foxwoods exploits.
Your Foxwoods adventures?
Although I do have a video highlight.
It's very interesting. You seem to be a Foxwoods person. I'm a Mohegan guy myself. Is this, you're playing slots?
Yes.
Oh, that's a big win.
As Lima gets the inbound pass, feeds it to Carter. Couldn't finish this time. Morella for three, no good. Gets a little bump.
Clocker's doing a great job on the offensive glass right now. Can't get him to fall. Morella goes right back up and gets fouled.
Great possession by the Clockers.
At least three offensive rebounds there.
Morella,
and now Morella at the line.
Yeah, Morella got crushed on her three. Almost sent her into the stands, but she rallied back to pick up the offensive rebound and at the line for two. Makes the first one. So now she's completed the hat trick, a field goal, a free throw, and a three-pointer.
9 points tonight so far.
Now how many?
I'm running out of fingers, but I'm going to go with 10.
Double digits.
Leading scorer tonight.
That was the payout.
Okay, Summer O'Neill checks back in for the Panthers.
As the lead has stretched to 10 points, Ashland 4-0 to start this third quarter. Megan Simpson, she's going to be trouble over the next 3 years.
How did she get left alone in the corner like that?
Sure? It says freshman. Are we sure that's freshman? We got that right?
That's
fun to watch.
The roster I was given. She's a freshman.
Driver needs a little help. Lima comes back. Finds a hole in the defense. Oh, and a good...
Took too long to exploit it.
Yeah, Megan Simpson got the block.
And now brings the ball up.
Oh, that time Morella
read it nicely.
It.
So 5:22 to go in the third quarter. Clockers by 7.
Who got the block there? Was that
I think Carter got a hand on it. Yeah. Klepper ended up with the ball. Lima drives in, lays it in for good for 2.
Lead back to 9. As Pacheco brings it up. O'Neill. No sooner do I say she's out of her range, and she nails one from the elbow. Look good there.
Katie Klepper is kind of underneath her on that, and but O'Neill drained it. Didn't seem bothered at all.
Yeah, she's in double digits now with 11.
Her first points of the second half. Lima looking for an opening.
Good job keeping the dribble alive.
10 on the shot clock, splits the defense, lays it in, no good, and O'Neill comes down with the rebound. Panthers on a fast break. They've got numbers.
Great job by Pacheco to feed, Sally to feed Pacheco. I've been calling the wrong person.
So Pacheco's first points of the night. We've got a timeout on the floor. The Clocker lead down to 5.
Yeah, 7-2 run.
So, Rob, the boys basketball team's playing at Holliston right now. We don't have any scoring updates, but we'll pass them along if we happen to see anything. Perhaps Ashland AD Stephen Marks, catching this game at home, can check things out and pass a message along to us. But we'll see the boys this Friday night when they host Westwood at 6:30. We'll have the game right here on WACA-TV.
It should be it's going to be a tough matchup. But they're fun to watch. You know, they've been overmatched in most of their games, but they play hard. It doesn't matter who their opponent is. They come to play every time.
So meanwhile, the girls coming into tonight are ranked number 27 in MIAA. Top 32 teams go. So Coach Padovano, as he is wont to tell us before each game, they really got to have this one. So scheduled to.
So it's not a matter of the record as far as who gets in. Obviously, that plays into
record
the ranking.
plays into it. Yeah, you know, again,
But
it's almost like the BCS.
But you're not guaranteed if you're at 500.
Right. I'm sure there's like some strength of schedule. We've talked about, you know, winning by 10. You know, like there's a whole point system involved here.
All right, so we'll see what Coach Padovano calls out of this timeout. As they get Carter inside, out to Klepper.
Had cleared it out.
Interesting decision by Lima. Looked like she had a chance to grab it. Let it go. So Sally will bring it up.
Again, the Clockers just not getting those calls when balls go out of bounds on the baseline.
Yeah, nice read by Klepper as they were trying to force it into O'Neill.
Leone back on the floor, shoots from the outside. Back rim, no good. Rebound, Megan Simpson, and she gets fouled. This one I think is going to go against Catherine Carter.
It is, yeah, her first.
Five-point lead for the Clockers, and they are seem to be perfectly comfortable allowing the Panthers to bring the ball up without any defensive pressure. And that's Jillian Pacheco with her second basket.
Lead down to 3.
Clockers working around the perimeter. Morella for 3. No good. Rebound Carter.
Yeah, weak side rebound.
A little trouble on the baseline right now. They're going to have to dribble out. Morella now with the ball.
Morella everywhere. Oh!
Leone wheeling and dealing. Can't get it to fall. Rebound O'Neill. Panthers with it.
How did that not go?
3-point lead now for the Clockers. Under 3 to go in the third quarter.
Simpson, did Carter get a piece of that? O'Neill working hard underneath.
Again, too many second chances for the Panthers right there, and it leads to a foul. That's Katie Klepper with her third. She and Melissa Leone each with 3 fouls now, late in the third quarter.
O'Neill 1 for 2 from the line tonight. She's found her range.
12 points on the night for O'Neill so far.
And nails them both.
The Clocker lead down to 1, and now there's a little defensive pressure here from the Panthers. Leone driving, splits the D, up and in. So Leone with 8 points tonight, 4 each, first half and second half. Clockers by 3.
I like seeing her go to her left. Oh, fourth foul. Or no, that's that is
it
her
was
fourth
almost
foul. Yeah,
yep.
She had that offensive foul earlier. The Schreiber's going to come in for Leone. I was going to say on that offensive possession where Leone scored, she has a strong left-hand move. I thought she was a lefty for a while.
Mm-hmm.
O'Neill inside and 1. And 5 team fouls on Ashland.
This game's starting to slip away. Might be time for a timeout, settle the team down. O'Neill heating up.
And we're knotted up at 30 apiece. Klepper to Schreiber. Gets it over to Lima, who settled the team down a little bit. Carter.
Klepper unhappy. She felt she had a path to the basket, and they didn't feed it to her.
They're really keying on Morella. They got Simpson, Megan Simpson covering her, doing a great job blanketing her.
Oh, I thought that foul was called on Simpson, but it's getting charged to Caroline Sally. Quick pass into Lima. Can't get it to fall. Rebound O'Neill. Clocker's missing Leone's
That's
height
for
right
you.
now.
There you go. Yeah, that's a couple I don't want to say they were layups, but balls that just fell off the rim from just underneath. Oh, looked like Lima had a lane.
Carter getting a double team and gives it up
To Sally, who pushes
big
it
steal.
ahead. Finds Simpson, the best shooter on the team. No good. Good rebound by Pacheco, who puts her team up by 2, and Padavano forced to call a timeout.
It's been all Holliston here in the third quarter. Down 6 at the half, and now the Panthers up by 2 late in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's a 16-4 run.
So while we have the timeout, again, want to thank tonight's sponsor, Townhouse Pizza and Roast Beef, located at Ledgmere Plaza at the corner of Elliott Street and 126. They have the best roast beef sandwiches in town, Rob. But you can check out all they have to offer, obviously the pizza, the subs, and more. You can learn all about them at townhousepizzaroastbeef.com.
I did a video review of Townhouse Pizza back in the day with Jake. Jake was a big fan of Townhouse Pizza. We did a barbecue chicken pizza, half barbecue chicken, half plain. I didn't like the fact that the barbecue sauce kind of...
It bled over?
Yes, exactly. So it affected my rating. But I did like the pizza. I had it was like a tiny sliver that stuck to the thing that nobody was eating. So it's good. Liked it. So also want to thank the hardest working man in athletic director business right now, Stephen Marks, texting us, letting us know that the boys had an early 11-9 lead against Holliston.
Okay, so good luck to the boys out there in Holliston, hoping to pick up a win tonight. Meanwhile, the girls, a little work cut out for them here. They'd had a big 10-point lead earlier in the game, but they're down by 2 late in the third quarter, just over a minute to go. But they have the ball. Klepper on the wing. Was looking for Morella cutting. Covered well. Carter dishes off to Klepper. Less than 10 on the shot clock. Klepper goes through the lane and gets blocked by O'Neill. And again, the ball dribbles out of bounds. It'll be Panther ball under the basket. Less than a minute to go now. Clocker's down by 2.
Just looking at the players on the bench, seeing who's available to come in and maybe add a spark here. We've seen some playing time by Abby Rosenfeld on occasion. If for anything, just to give one of these clockers a break, as O'Neill misses from close range. Tipped away by Carter, up to Morella.
Ahead. Plenty of time. She'll stop, pull up the 3, rimmed out. Rebound, Sally. And the Panthers pressing here with less than 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. O'Neill stops, pops, fires, and nothing but the bottom of the net. Another 2 points for O'Neill.
7 seconds. They got to rush this one. Colby gets it up. 2 seconds. Got to shoot it.
Just a little too hard. And the quarter ends with Holliston up 34-30.
So O'Neill, who was a little slow to start that quarter, came out after taking a little hit from Morella on a charge. Put up 9 points to equal her total from the first half. Now at 18 total.
Okay, and the Panthers close out the third quarter. It was an 18-8 run to take the lead
18-4 run. On the, well, to close it out, because Ashland was up 26-16. 18-8 for the quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, we'll see what the Wizard, and that's my new nickname. It just reminds me of, been around forever, the Wizard, Coach Padavano. Just came up with that. It seems like an appropriate nickname.
I don't know. I'm thinking about calling him the Ninja. He's donning the all black tonight.
Right. That's true too.
So again, while we have the timeout here before we start fourth quarter action, just taking a look at the NBA schedule. Just 7 games tonight, starting with New Orleans at Detroit. Just underway, top of the hour at 7 o'clock. Sixers and Celtics both play tomorrow night, with Philadelphia hosting Memphis and the Celts hosting Charlotte.
You actually write the dad joke of the game down. Wow.
Yeah, my memory isn't what it used to be, Rob. So yeah, I got to write it down.
I'm going to ask for clarification on Justin O'Brien's last name spelling.
I didn't realize I was getting graded on my notes.
Yeah, definitely. You got to do it. Do it right.
Okay, we're underway here in the fourth quarter. Last 8 minutes of the game. Clockers down by 4.
Good job by Lima. Forced the jump ball.
That'll force a turnover. The arrow favors the Clockers. Leone still on the bench with those 4 fouls. That could be a factor here in the fourth quarter. Panthers dialing up some pressure here. Lima to Carter to Klepper, and it's probably one of the more mild presses we've seen this season, Rob.
Oh, almost dragged the pivot foot. Oh,
Klepper has a window
step.
And drops it in for 2. Clive Klepper, just 5 points tonight?
Yeah. She's only shot, I think, 3 times.
Okay, so it's now a 2-point deficit for the Clockers.
Oh, and another stop. Oh, she was on the line.
Stepped on the baseline.
Yeah, good defense, though.
So Caroline Sally checks right back into this one as Bridget Glenn takes a seat.
Oh, O'Neal missing from short range.
Lima dribbles out of some big pressure under the basket. Carter back to Lima, thought about it. Got caught again thinking.
Gotta play. You can't
One too many
think,
steps.
You gotta just play.
So Megan Simpson inbounds here for the Panthers, and Sally will bring the ball up. Speaking of Leone, she's at the scorer's table ready to check back into this one.
That's Kara Chipman. Oh, Chipman's a soccer player. That's where I've seen the name before. Oh, and a miss by Sally. Pacheco misses, but offensive rebound. Somebody's got to grab it.
There we go. Carter grabs it.
Klepper might want to throw it up. She's feeling it.
She was a little directing traffic there. Shot clock all the way down to about 10 now.
They got Simpson guarding Lima now. Klepper feeds to Lima.
One too many passes. They get under 10. They got to shoot the rock at that point.
Megan Simpson calling out the play. Couldn't finish going righty on the spin move. Lima pushing it up. It's got Morella on the wing.
Clocker still down by 2. Under 6 to go. Klepper for 3. Buries it.
Yahtzee.
So 5 points in the second half for Klepper. 8 overall. And the Clockers back up by 1. 5.5 to go.
And a walk by O'Neal.
She can't believe it. And there's Melissa Leone checking back in. Schreiber to the bench.
Her eyes got so big she saw the huge lane and just, step before putting the ball on the ground. So, Clockers with a 1-point lead on a 5-0 run to start the fourth quarter. Flashing Leone through the lane. Very patient on offense here. Morella driving. Able to get, that's Carolyn Brady. Just shifted her body a little bit. Enough to draw the foul.
Okay, it looks like they called that one on Caroline Sally.
All right. Brady.
Oh, no, you're right.
The 2 Carolines threw us off.
The numbers are right there, and they're right in front of me.
So Morella, 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Make it 3 for 3. Couldn't see, but I didn't hear anything.
Oh, it's nothing but net.
Right, exactly. I could just see the ref's head. And his hand. Put the hand up just to block me. 4 for 4. It's 12 points from Morella on the night. as Ashland back up by 3. 7-0 run here to begin the fourth quarter. 5 minutes to go in the game. As Chipman drives, no good. Oh,
Wow.
Leone had the rebound. Chipman again with the rebound. Excuse me, the loose ball to O'Neill, who puts it home.
An incredible change of fortune so quickly, Rod. The Clockers had that one, and then
Klepper a little deep. Oh! But she's been shooting well. I don't know if Coach Padovano likes the shot. I didn't mind it.
okay, Clockers by 1, under 4.5 to go. Panthers with the ball.
Oh,
Very
Leone.
physical with O'Neill. A little dangerous playing with 4 fouls, but Leone gets the better that
As
time.
the defender turned around. Good job by Leone. O'Neill just never got set, and Leone able to draw the foul, go to the line.
How is that O'Neill's first foul of the night? Unbelievable.
Leone 3 of 3 from the line. Ashland as a team is 8 of 9 from the line tonight. Make it 9 of 10, shooting 90% from the free throw line. And that's the difference in the game right now. 3-point lead for the Clockers as we hit the 4-minute mark.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Rob.
Oh, rest in peace, Meatloaf. Megan Simpson with some fancy dribbling. Double team by Klepper. Oh,
Big collision there on the floor, but everybody's up.
yeah, Leone pushing it. Has an open Lima. Oh, shut up by everybody. She kind of had her mind made up as
She
soon as
forced
she
it. She
received it.
forced
Yeah, exactly. Where she had some opening and a foul. As that is number 32, Carolyn Brady, with her first 2 points of the night, and they're huge. She's going to give her team a chance to tie the score.
Thought that was on Morella, but they've charged it to Carter.
I have no feel for this free throw right now.
Wow. Big break for the Clockers. Now they've got to take advantage.
I didn't hear anything. I didn't see it, but I didn't hear anything.
It didn't touch anything. Nothing but the ground.
Not even the net. It's all right. She made the huge 2. So Morella just totally shut off Klepper. A deep 3.
Oh!
And even Coach Padovano threw his hands up in celebration as Klepper hits her 3rd tray of the night.
Again, I mean, it's we got a 2-person race here for 6th player award for the Clockers tonight. Klepper and Schreiber both stepping it up.
She's just picking up where she left off. She looks, I don't know, she looks more mobile. You know, she seemed a little more, she seemed a little hobbled earlier in the season, but almost like she's getting used to the brace and
definitely playing more within herself, not letting her emotions take control.
yeah,
You know,
definitely.
not going overboard. So Clockers up by 4 here late in the 4th quarter.
It's almost like she understands her limitations at this point, and like you said, playing within herself. So
Right, and there's no pressure. She's not the first or second scoring option either, right? So yeah, the shots are there, the points are there for her.
Yeah.
Just don't force it.
yeah. So 42-38.
The Clockers in a little
watching
foul trouble here. We'll see if the Panthers can take advantage of it.
5.5.
That's the line, 5.5, and it's a 4-point game.
4-point game.
Okay.
So
Again,
see
it's
what
kind of a deceptive record here for the Panthers coming in tonight at just 2-9, but given the 500 Clockers, a run for their money.
yeah, and like we said to begin with, the first matchup of the year, 41-38, and we were without Morella.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay, the teams are
but we also said always an entertaining match
absolutely.
between these two.
So just a reminder, folks, after tonight, the girls have just 7 more games left in the regular season, starting with trips to Wayland and Westwood Thursday and Friday night this week.
Sally Looking for Simpson.
Carter knocks it out of bounds.
Simpson carrying a lot of the load as a freshman. She's played almost the whole game. Maybe she has played the whole game.
And making her presence felt at both ends of the floor.
O'Neill has to come out to get the inbound pass. Good job by Carter denying Simpson the ball.
Wow, she is immobile. Now she drives.
And a steal by Morella. Lima picks up the ball, confidently brings it up, no hurry.
Okay, Clockers by 4, less than 3 minutes to go, and they have the ball.
Extending the offense a little bit more so Morella doesn't have to flash in the paint. Scoop and score!
Oh. Big basket for Colby Lima and draws the foul. So Carolyn Brady, her 4th foul. Lima at the line to try and complete a 3-point play.
They had the under, that's why they're leaving now. That's gonna stay with Ashland. Leone fighting for the rebound, and it goes off of Carolyn Brady.
So Clockers now by 6, a chance to build on that lead. And a quick jump ball call there.
Yeah. Good job by Sally or O'Neill. Might have been both of them tying it up. A little mental mistake by Leone to put the ball down and force it. So 2:22 to go. Holliston trailing by 6. Simpson, a lot of dribbling.
Carter broke her rhythm and it led to a travel.
Carter's had a nice game defensively.
Okay, here's the press again. Leone on the wing, quickly back to Klepper, and they'll beat it.
Klepper's done a good job handling the ball tonight when she's had to. Driven to the hoop a couple times, made one of them. Milk the clock, you get a 6-point lead.
Lima guarded closely by Sally, a 13 matchup.
Oh, almost a palm. Leone with a huge offensive rebound.
And putback.
And more importantly, the putback.
Love that she put it right back up. No messing around that time. And another timeout called by the Panthers, who seemingly had this game in hand in the 3rd quarter, but it's been all Clockers here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, a 16-4 run here in the 4th quarter. As Ashland has opened up an 8-point lead. Seem to have it comfortably in hand. Is that?
That's what I'm saying. They were down by 10 at one point, clawed all the way back, took the lead, up by 4 at the end of the 3rd quarter. But Clocker showing some spunk, showing some life, fighting for it. They want Coach Padovano wanted this win. His team seems to as well.
They definitely were feeling the loss of Leone at the end of the 3rd quarter. But when she came back in, they've really ridden her coattails and the energy that she brings to this offense and defense.
All right, you are watching Ashland Girls Varsity Basketball on WACA-TV. I'm Josh Abrams. He's Rob Silver, and we're both glad to have you with us here on WACA, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or catching us on demand at some point in the future. Glad to have you with us.
So the setting is 1:40 to go. Megan Simpson will inbound the ball for the Holliston Panthers with her team down 8, 46-38. Calling out the play.
I think she was just calling to get some attention for somebody to come get the pass.
Back to and a turnover.
Morella read that nicely. She can go coast to coast here. Can't get it to fall, but Leone's there. Can't get that to fall, and now we have another tie-up, another jump.
This one should be Ashland's
and
possession.
It is. Either one of those should have really gone in, Rob. So the Clockers actually catch a break here. 1:26 to go. They're up by 8, and they got an offensive opportunity here. The fresh shot clock under the Panther basket.
Yeah.
Back up top to Lima. Well, we're going to be intentionally fouling the rest of the way here.
Smart play. Not enough teams do that. Especially when you're at the front end of the 1-and-1 of the bonus. Oh no, that's number 6. So the next one will put him in the bonus. She's content just to run as much time off the clock. Simpson, little touch foul. So that'll put Colby Lima at the line for 1-and-1 with her team up by 8. Lima 1 of 2 from the line tonight.
Can't get that one to fall, but Leone with a big offensive rebound and the foul, so she'll head to the line to shoot 1-and-1. But only 3 seconds come off the clock. Quinzani with her 3rd foul.
That rebound gives Leone at least 10 on the night. I may have missed that. And more importantly, she makes the free throw, 5 of 5 from the line. That one no good.
Okay, but 13 points on the night for Leone. Panthers have to hurry now. They're down by 9. Deep 3. Woof. Simpson dialing long distance.
Wow. Good for her. Seriously, that's great. She's got 12 points, cuts the lead to 6.
Interesting, her 6 points in the first half, all field goals. Her 6 points in the second half, both threes. So I want to take a moment again to thank tonight's crew, Connor Donovan, Tom Hamilton, Justin O'Brien, Nick Cunningham, and the new guy, Joey Bowden. As always, guys, appreciate your help. Glad to have you with us. And looking forward to working with you again Friday night when the boys host Westwood here at 6:30 on WACA-TV.
Also, a quick shout out. We got Amy Mendoza in the doorway there hiding, our trusty trainer. Fortunately, we haven't needed her tonight. Haven't needed her much at all this year in the basketball games, which is
It's good to hear.
Which is good.
Yeah,
exactly. And again, Athletic Director Stephen Marks enjoying the game from the comforts of his home. And a shout out to the other coaches on the team. We got Padovano,
Macy Morrison, Randy Stabile.
Is that it?
That's all I've got for the Clockers.
Good. And Kelly St. Creux, our principal. So running some time off the clock. Morella.
Starting to get close to running out of time to get it over center court.
I'm not sure what the deal is on the shot clock, with the timeline. I think it's a 5-second thing. I have to Google that.
So Morella at the line. Foul was called on Kara Chipman, her first.
Morella perfect from the line tonight at 4 for 4. Clutch. 5 for 5. That's where Leone was before she missed the 6th. She's not going to miss this. I don't know how I do it.
Less than a minute to go. Clockers by 8. Panthers with the ball.
Simpson a little deeper than she wanted.
And out of bounds.
Yeah, Catherine Williams took off from just on the baseline before she tried to save that. So Carter inbounding to Morella. Gets fouled by Glenn. This time she goes to the line for 2.
Yeah, double bonus time.
So 45.2 seconds. At 14 points on the night for Morella. Looking for 15 and 16. There's 15, 7 of 7. Little mask problem for Katie Klepper. When you're wearing it below your chin, it really doesn't matter. Anyways, but 40 seconds left, 50 to 41. Simpson looking for an opening. She gets it and nails it.
31 seconds to go.
Lead is down to 6. Lima gets fouled by Chipman.
So this time it'll be Colby Lima at the line for the Clockers.
Quite the display by the freshman. 15 points.
Honestly, I don't know how they keep losing track of her. You got to have a body on her.
I gotcha, I agree. I mean, it's one thing to take it from 7 feet behind the arc. Lima misses it. Simpson chases it down. See if she pulls up. They get some pressure on her. Back to Simpson. Set a screen. Throws up a wild one. Almost gets it off the glass.
Thought there was going to be a collision there. Here's Morella with a break down the left side. Up and in.
And that's going to do it. As Ashland survives a scary one. 53-44. They outscored the Panthers 19 to 14. Excuse me. What was the final?
53-44 is your final. So they beat the line that you set.
23 to, excuse me, it was 34-30 Holliston going in. So they outscored them 23 to 10 in the final quarter to come away with that 9-point win. Yeah, this is a lot closer than I think anybody anticipated, especially when they went out to that 10-point lead, 26-16. Credit to Holliston battling back and making a competitive game of it. Melissa Leone getting into foul trouble really hampered the Clockers for a bit there in the midway through the third quarter to the beginning of the fourth quarter. We're going to do some tallies. What did you come up with?
Yeah, why don't you work on the Panthers? I can tell you that for the Clockers, Catherine Carter with 4 points, Kitty Klepper with 11, including 8 in the second half. Colby Lima with 8. Your leading scorer tonight, Carly Morella with 17. And finally, Melissa Leone with 13 points. As she struggled a little bit with some early foul trouble, but manages to not foul out, stays in with 4 fouls. And again, 53 total points for the Clockers.
And on Holliston, it was Summer O'Neill with 20 points. She managed just 2 in the last frame. And Megan Simpson with some late threes in the game to get 15 points. Again, that's the freshman Megan Simpson. You're going to hear a lot from her over the next 3 years. And Jillian Pacheco with 6 points. Carolyn Brady, Kanzani, 2 points, 1 point respectively. So who'd you have for the, we had Morella with how many?
I had Morella with 17.
And it was Melissa Leone with, wow, no threes for Leone, but another double-double for Leone. This is back-to-back games. Might even be 3 games in a row. I don't know what she had with it. I think it was Neshoba before that. And are we on a 3-game winning streak now?
I believe we are, yes.
Wow. And you talked about that before. Ashland seems to be a
They're a little
bunch of
streaky.
mini streaks. Yeah.
So again, with the win, they go over 500. But yeah, as we were talking about, right? They win a couple, they lose a couple, they win 3, they lose 3, but 7-6 on the season. They head to Westwood on Thursday night. Sorry, make that Wayland Thursday night. Westwood on Friday night. On the road, of course, we won't be carrying them, but we'll have the boys here 6:30 against Westwood. 6:30 Friday night here on WACA-TV. Rob Silver and I will have the call for you on that one. So hope to see you then. Friday night hoops.
A couple of other things just to point out. Ashland, 14 of 18 from the line, so really, really efficient, which ended up being the difference, really. And
they were hitting them down the stretch as well, of course, when the Panthers had to resort to intentional fouls.
Morella, 7 of 8 from the line as part of her 17 points. I always try and look for...
Go inside the numbers.
Yeah, go inside the numbers. Julia Schreiber with an honorable mention because she gave that spark in that first half.
Some terrific defense from Schreiber.
Yeah, in her limited minutes, and she filled in nicely for Leone when Leone had to go to the bench. But I'm going to give it to Katie Klepper with the 11 points, 3 threes, her second game in a row where she scored double digits, and just key times with her three-pointers. So Katie Klepper with the silver medal tonight.
Katie, again, we talked about this during the broadcast, Rob, really showing some growth, some maturity as the season has progressed, and arguably one of her best games of the season so far tonight.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you can give an honorable mention to Morella, who had a great, stats on the offensive board. Melissa Leone as well, again, with a double-double. But she's got no more room for any more silver medals in her case, so we like to spread it around.
Sure.
But, so Ashland goes to 7-6. Holliston falls to 2-10.
Yep.
And that pretty much does it. Thank again our new sponsor tonight for feeding us, Townhouse Pizza and Roast Beef here in Ashland, and our crew, Nick Cunningham, Tom Hamilton, Justin O'Brien, Joey Bowden, and Connor Donovan. And I think that's it, so I'll sign out. So on behalf of my partner, Josh Abrams, he's the good-looking one, Josh Abrams, I'm Rob Silver saying good night and go Clockers.
Game is brought to you in part by Townhouse. Pizza, roast beef, subs, and more. Make sure to get your fill with the buffalo chicken calzone that's been called one of the best in the area. Located at 300 Elliott Street in Ashland, give them a call at 508-881-3010 or find them on the web at townhousepizzaroastbeef.com.